All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tres Hombres. I'm your host, Tayten, and I'm once again joined by my co-hosts, Ethan
Allah.
and Mason.
Hello.
This episode, we will be talking about driving, the quintessential way for Americans to get around to anywhere because we do not have good public transportation and our urban planning is kind of doo-doo.
Yay.
So we just discarded the rest of the world.
I know, because we live in America.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from our experience, driving is the essential way to get around
Okay.
because we never really designed our towns and cities to be public transportation friendly.
It's because America's just always big. So, I mean, you don't
That's
have
definitely,
that focus.
yeah, that's part of the problem. But for if you look at a city like Chicago, everything's so far apart. And then there's also suburbs. You know what suburbs are, right? Like just
Any
areas.
places.
Yeah, there's just areas with a bunch of houses, right? When there's roads, kind of like Ethan's been to where I live.
Ooh.
You know how there's just a bunch of houses and a bunch of roads everywhere.
Yeah.
That kind of design is really not good for public transportation because you can't, even if you have a train station there, you still have to walk quite a bit to get to your house. And then the only way you can really reach people and all the way in the back is with buses, but those kind of are unreliable because most people still use cars, so it creates a lot of traffic and buses end up getting late.
I mean, you are on a mountain, though, or on a very
in a
hill,
valley.
though. So, I guess it's kind of hard for trains still.
Yeah. Hawaii, that's why Hawaii was actually it's interesting how we were the first people to have an automated train system. We don't have drivers in our trains. It's all from a command center. But anyways, back to the main point of the episode, driving.
Woo!
Oh my. Personally, I think driving looks pretty easy. I've watched.
Yeah. That's the
At least
thing.
for my expectations, whenever I sit in the front, I've watched my dad and my mom drive long enough that I have a pretty good idea of already of how to use a car and how to properly drive on the road, like turn signals, what signs mean, speed up during yellow.
Yeah, I never paid attention to those, so I was like,
Yeah, no, you should pay attention when your parents drive. That way you kind of already get an idea of what to do.
Yeah.
But personally, I think I could probably get I don't have a license or a permit, but I could probably get a license decently fast.
yeah.
I don't think I'd need too many driving lessons. It would probably be more for just getting used to actually driving more than learning how to drive. But yeah, that's my expectation at least. I think Mason actually has a permit though.
Yeah, learner's permit.
Yeah.
So I took the first step and took the test thing. I had to go through this booklet thing and study for the test. Do you know what the booklet thing is, Tayten? You
no.
pay $5. Did you buy the booklet, Ethan?
No, it's free online.
Okay.
Yeah, you bought it.
There's a free PDF online.
Okay. Then.
Maybe you should have asked Ethan before you started buying driver's permit stuff.
Okay. Well, anyway, in the booklet, you have to memorize a couple of things. And some of them are pretty weird. You have to, if you change your name or something, you have to send something to someone by 30 days. You have to know what percent of the load can be on the hitch
A truck or something.
yeah, something like that. I'm never gonna use that, so I literally already forgot that. What else? It's 100 feet before turn signal.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that one's actually kind of useful.
Yeah, and then
No. Just turn on your turn signal right when you're at the turn.
yeah.
Some
Then
people-
that gives
yeah.
people about a second to react. So that's good enough.
Some people don't even do it.
Yeah, there's some people just don't turn on their turn signals. They just fucking cut through lanes and then just swerve. Especially moped drivers. I've seen on the way to school. I think they go to UH because they're going to Manoa side. But every time they're in they're in the other lane that's supposed to turn left, but they kind of just cut through and just weave between cars, and it's kind of annoying. It's reckless.
Also in the test, you're tested on some of the signs, and the signs are kind of weird. To be honest, some of them are kind of tricky. It's pedestrian crossing versus someone walking. That was one that was pretty hard because they literally look like the same thing.
Speaking of signs, fun fact: America, apparently there's an international standard for like signs. Like if you go to Japan and Europe, their traffic signs are pretty much the same because the UN actually created like an outline for countries to make their road signs, and America rejected them because, according to people at the
Nice.
time, they said we do not need European signs in our country.
Yeah.
And so now we have the most like basic signs. I mean, at least we have to read. You know, our stop sign says stop. I think in Europe it's just like a red X with blue background.
I like the stop sign better.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
I got
to
some cool
visualize.
shapes. They
I
should
think
have
that's bias.
What? No, I think about it. Yeah.
should have some weird shape signs. Like I don't know.
Bro, we gotta get like a what's a 10-sided shape?
I don't know. Decagon? Yeah.
Decagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get a decagon.
Dude, I swear
sign.
that sounds wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what
I know
it is.
this first part is deck, but is it gone? It's
Dodeca-
octagon.
Dodecahedron.
Oh.
I forgot what that is. I just know the word.
So I took the test and it was pretty easy. I aced it. Oh my
Wait, what'd you
goodness.
get?
30 out of 30.
Oh.
Except she didn't give me my paper back, so I can't flex it on everyone.
Yeah, they don't do that.
So
Mason's
after that,
Mason's a tryhard.
yeah. After that, I didn't use my permit for anything because I didn't get into the lottery for learning the thing. So that was kind of sad. But,
For the school driver's ed.
yeah.
Oh.
But my dad took me to drive a little bit, and I gotta say the braking system and the acceleration system are way more sensitive than I thought it would be. Like I only played arcade games where, you know, like in the arcade you have like the little steering wheel and then the two pedals. Bro, I was stomping on the accelerate because they're all like the drift games.
Yeah.
So you just floor it and then you just that is not at all what it's supposed to be. It's like literally if you raised your toe or something, like if you push down one toe, like it just starts speeding up like really fast. So, oh yeah, also you're only supposed to use 1 foot for both pedals, right? Dude, that seems so dumb to me. Like I feel like it should be 1 foot for brake and 1 foot for acceleration.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not?
No.
No, that's what I thought too. But I think because if you have both feet, if you're using 2 feet, you might accidentally
Like,
confuse
oh,
one
like-
other.
Oh.
I don't know. I confuse it more with just 1 foot.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
which-
because you already know if your foot's
Because
on the gas.
because
and
we
you
played
switch
too
it.
much. We played too much video arcade machines.
Mhm.
Video games lied to us. Oh my god.
I think you only use 1 foot because like in the what's the old cars called? Not automatic, but
Like shift stick or
Yeah.
manual
yeah,
transmission.
yeah. You're supposed to use like the other
Oh,
foot
for
something, I
the
think.
there's manual transmission cars have a third pedal where you have to press it down and use a stick shift to change gears. So if you're trying to reverse or neutral or park, you have to press on that third pedal.
I wonder if it's illegal to use 2 feet for driving.
Well, I don't know if they'll ever figure that out.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever
Yeah.
see. Even a police officer couldn't see if they're driving by you.
Yeah.
Unless someone's in
Anyway.
the car and they take a picture of your feet and then rat you out.
Mason, don't have Mason as the passenger.
Yeah, Mason would rat people out so fast.
So I confused the brake with the acceleration a few times.
Oh.
And that was pretty bad because yeah, brake and acceleration when you want to stop, you accidentally go really fast. And then
Oopsies.
yeah.
Did
But-
you ever get into a crash?
No, I did not.
All right, that's
I did
good,
not
that's good.
damage anything, surprisingly. And then I tried to learn parallel parking, but I was pretty trash at it. And then normal parking, I was also trash at. So I have a lot to learn, but it is actually like pretty hard. I think that's why you need all those driving hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that you can actually get a feel for it.
I feel like parking's probably the hardest part of driving. Aside from learning how to avoid dangerous drivers on the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think parking, and especially parallel parking, because that requires so much precision. like when you're learning it for the first time. I feel like if I was doing it, I'd probably scratch my car. And my dad, if he's sitting in the passenger seat, would just look at me like I don't think he'd be happy.
We went to an empty parking lot, so that's good. But like, you're supposed to like go past like where you're supposed to.
You go past, and then once like the back of your car reaches like the end of the like one of the line of the stall, then you start backing up.
Yeah.
I saw a guide on it once.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot though.
It's so the car turns much more sharper than I thought it would be, which is interesting to me. Like I thought I had to like, but you just like go past it and then you just like go all the way and it's like okay.
Yeah. Do you guys have a camera for your
Oh,
cars?
yeah.
I mean, I use that.
You mean like a dash cam or like one of those reverse cams?
Yeah, those
Yeah,
reverse cams.
Because I think all cars are now required to have those installed.
Oh
So
really?
if you if you ever see like a car advertisement on YouTube or TV and it's like, oh yeah, our car has like safety sense, so it'll automatically like brake or like it can sense if you're about to hit someone or something. Yeah, no, that's kind of I think that's federally required now. So they're kind of just advertising it, but it's like if a phone was like, guys, look, we have a camera. Like damn, it's like a new feature, but no, it's required now. I think
That's good because my parents were telling me you better pay attention to your surroundings and stuff because it's like you don't know if you'll have this thing, but I guess every car does now. So
I would I get
good.
distracted kind of easily. I
Yeah.
feel like I would probably accidentally almost hit something.
yeah.
You know,
Don't worry, it's just a lot of practice. That's all you need.
I can practice hitting light poles.
Nope. I have in my probably like 75 hours now of driving, I've never hit a car parallel parking.
Wow. Have you scratched anything?
Wait, hold on. You've never hit a car parallel parking?
Yep.
How many times have you parallel parked?
Quite a lot. I actually I parallel parked this morning.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. You parallel park when you're coming
Yeah.
to school. Yeah, Ethan, out of all three
just-
of us, is the only one with any kind of actual license. He has a
I have a
provisional
provisional license. It's not the full license yet. So after you get your permit, that's when you are with someone else older, and then after you pass the road test, then you're given the provisional license. So it's like one more step because for us, I'm still a minor, so it's one more step because they
you're a
still
minor.
because they have kind of lesser expectations for minors because they think we're gonna crash a car, so they're stricter on us. But if I can hold the provisional license for 6 months without any violations, then I'll get my full license. So,
Yeah.
Wait. Not without violations, without being caught for violations.
well, if you have your front of the car missing, then they'll definitely know.
No. It's just a custom car mod. I think it looks cooler without the front bumper.
My custom car is missing my license plate.
Yeah. I think it just looks cooler that way.
It looks cool when I attach huge weights to the front of my car and crash someone.
You got to think about it. I think
the impact.
I think for provisional license, you can drive one other person, yeah?
Yeah, you can drive another person.
So
yeah,
I think the reason why they don't let you drive 4 people is because just in case, so you can get more experience without risking their lives. But that means that to them, 2 casualties is acceptable in a car crash for a minor.
Yeah.
Over 5.
well, because I think they still want to give some freedom.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. I mean, there's the point of having a driver's license if you can't drive people around.
Yeah, I think it's also a good experience and test to see if you can handle.
Having someone else in the car. I think Ethan has passed that test.
Yes.
Yeah, he drives his parents to work. He drives his mom to work.
Yep.
He drives me home sometimes.
Yes, and I also drive Alina. So.
Yeah, and I give Ethan chips like.
Yeah,
I
so I have chips right
I give
now.
him chips. as
Let's
thanks.
go.
Ethan is operating like his own little Uber business for like his budget Uber.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he likes it.
I wonder, can you run an Uber business with a provisional?
No, you can't. I checked Uber. It's just,
Yeah, you actually thought about it.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
need to be 21 and older. So.
I mean, I think Uber. it's like one of those things where it seems like such an easy way to make money, but it really isn't,
Yeah.
because Uber takes like a percentage of each ride. And then you have to keep in mind that you also have to pay for gas, and you have to actually still drive to pick them up. So if
Yeah.
gas is more expensive than what you're earning, then you're actually just losing money and making the company money.
Yeah, you also have to think about like the value of your car, like when it depreciates every time you drive someone. So because you can also see like how many miles you drive on your car, and the more miles you drive, the less it's worth. So you have to also think about that too.
Well, to be fair, value only matters if if you're planning on like selling it in the future. I think if you keep your car in good condition, and even with a lot of miles, if you're exchanging it so you can get like a newer car sometime in the future, you can still you can still trade it in for a pretty decent amount of money. Because that's what my dad does.
You can always turn back the miles.
I've had 999 million miles.
Unethical life pro tips with Mason. He just brings his car to the dealer. Hi, so I have 1 mile on this car.
Illegal life prototypes.
So you're telling me you've been driving this for 5 years. You drove to the dealership and you only have 1 mile on this car.
Yes, even though the dealership's like 5 miles away from
Yes.
your house.
I just use I just like turn off the engine and I use gravity to go downhill. That's why I don't have any miles.
Yes.
Actually, wouldn't that still tick like the mile counter?
I don't know. I don't know how the mile counter
Yeah,
works.
I don't know how that works. I think nowadays they used to be analog, so they would kind of just be based on like the wheels turning, I think. But now since they're digital, it probably depends on GPS.
Maybe. Or maybe it just turns on. It works just when the engine turns on.
I did. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, maybe. It would be more accurate, and I don't think that would be too hard to program. All right, but anyways, as a driver, Ethan, what is like the worst? Like, have there ever been like a
worst?
case where you've seen like a really, really bad driver?
Yeah, as a driver, you'll always experience new things every day. Cause like you think you might know it all, but people are different every day, so you always experience something new. One thing I guess to always look out for is expect people to just suddenly change lanes without signaling at all. So, cause I've had like I think about 2 times now, I've had cars just cut in front of me without signaling at all, and it was actually pretty close. So.
Honk them.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. It was like really sudden, so
You are okay with that?
yeah.
You're okay with
This is why we need guns, guys. I don't know.
Wait, why we need what?
Guns.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shoot their tires out.
Oh.
Shoot their tires.
Bro,
Well, if they start shooting back at you,
it's a school podcast, Mason.
It's just their tires.
Yeah, tell that to the people on the mainland. They will actually get into like they will shoot people just because of road rage. It's ridiculous.
Hey guys, let's get into a physical altercation.
Yeah, physical with the bullet apparently. God. No, people on the mainland are
Road
so
rage.
violent.
yeah, road rage is not a fun place. So
Oh yeah, what would you say is the hardest part of driving? Because I know like the highway merge thing is pretty hard apparently.
yeah, actually, yeah, highway merge is kind of a little bit more difficult, obviously, than the city driving because you have to time it correctly, and then
Wait, what's highway merging?
Like high speed merge. Like
yeah, like
you know,
you're
when
entering the
going
highway,
You mean highway or freeway?
I don't know the
Ah.
difference.
freeway, I guess.
Okay, freeway is like the long, just like straight kind of roads without traffic lights. You know, like the H1.
freeway. Okay, freeway.
Highway is like traffic lights down and like literally everything else.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I
So
think right. Yeah. Because freeway is free, no traffic
I
lights.
see.
then what about when you're going like state to state then?
They call that the interstate
Oh,
highway,
okay, interstate highway.
but it's just a freeway.
Okay.
I think.
Cool. Yeah. So basically, entering the freeway, I guess, is one of the harder things because you have to get the timing right, and then if you always want to make sure that you at least don't stop when you're trying to enter the freeway, because then if you do stop, then you're gonna have to accelerate very fast when you find an opening. So trying to make sure that you're always like at least moving, so you don't like push the car so fast. I'd say also I guess parallel parking is, I guess, one of the harder parkings. But I just watched a YouTube video, and
Oh my
yeah,
god.
honestly, a really good
Oh.
tip. So
All right, Ethan's
just watch
advice.
YouTube videos.
Parallel parking is one of the hardest parkings, but I just watched a YouTube video, so it's good now. It's all good now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you can solve it with a YouTube video, then yeah.
All right.
For
well,
the freeway merge thing, who's supposed to speed up and who's supposed to slow down?
So the ones, and I guess the ones going straight, they're not supposed to slow down for you, because then that's dangerous.
yeah, you can't really slow down on the
Yeah.
freeway, so you kind of just have to wait till there's a gap, so you can kind of slip in through.
Okay.
Yeah, because if everyone like slowed down when they're straight, then it's not gonna work.
Okay. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I'd like to remind our viewers or our listeners that we are minors, and even if Ethan has a provisional license, we are probably not the best people to look to for driving advice or driving lessons. So just take everything we've said with a grain of salt. But with that out of the way, thank you all for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Tres Hombres, and hopefully you'll tune in next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.